All right, so everybody take a deep breath and give us just a moment to step aside and channel in the higher beings that wish to be here tonight to share with you. My children, I have been looking forward to this talk. I've been thinking of this during the time of your day in order to know what's best and how best to phrase this for each and every one of you. Tonight we are going to be talking about purpose. Many of you always are like, what is my purpose? Why am I here? You have many, many questions. Am I on purpose? Am I doing what's supposed to be done? We are here to tell you something. The concept that you have of purpose is your ego's concept. The concept you have of, am I on purpose? Am I doing it right? Do I have the right thing? Is this what I'm supposed to be? All of that is your ego, not your higher self. From where we stand, we see things differently. Our view is much bigger. Our view of what is taking place in everyone's life is bigger. Purpose. What if I said to you, you have already fulfilled your purpose for being here on this planet? I hope that gives you relief, because it is true. You are done. You've done it. Purpose is, while you are here, you are having experiences, have you not? While you are here in the game, as was referred to earlier, while you are here, you are experiencing things. From, as was joked about, chocolate. You are experiencing food, you are experiencing love, you are experiencing sex, you are experiencing life, you are experiencing nature, you are experiencing. That is beautiful. And when you do that and you stay present and you know and you feel all that is around you, that is what you came for. Now, the other way that you have already fulfilled your purpose is because you have been nice to others. You have smiled. You have given compliments. You have helped uplift those around you. You have shared joy with those you've met. Please continue this. This will not only bring you more joy in your life, but the joy to others as well. If there is any purpose or global mission, it is for you to remember a few things. One, please remember that you are not your body. Please remember that you are actually source. When you guided imagery earlier and you felt that, you connect with the oneness, the all that is, that's actually who you are. There is no need for deference to some deity or God. You are that. You have inside of you source. You have inside of you not just the drop of the ocean, but the ocean itself. Feel that. Embrace that. Know that. By remembering who you are, by connecting to your higher self, even beyond, you've continued on your purpose. If there is anything else, it is literally for you to exude that energy of soul, exude that energy of knowing, so that others may know also. When blocks come up, when things happen, you call this your shadow. We call this just part of the experience. Look at it, face it, learn from it, and move on. Your being is here to remember your connection and to help others remember theirs. help them remember who they are and that they too are connected to Source. And whether that is through a smile, a compliment, a handshake, a hug, whatever that is, it does not have to be big. When you think, my purpose has to be large, huge, big, that is ego. The truth is, what on your planet is actually very small, the smile, the compliment, the nice words, that is what is big where we are. What is really small to you is really large to us. When your grandiose thinking goes and you think, I have to change the world, I have to evolve everyone, when you get there and your ego is doing that, that to us is nothing. That to us is small. That is not why you are here. Now, once you realize this, once you understand, I am Source, I am connected, I am the ocean, once you get that piece, once you understand that every day and every moment the people that I meet, if I make their life a little better through a smile, a compliment, or whatever, helping them across the street, that is part of helping them remember who they are. Then there is a freedom. There is a freedom that you are not doing it wrong. Many of you who think, I have to find my purpose. What is my purpose? Am I on purpose? Gives you the idea that you can do this wrong. You cannot do this wrong. You are exactly where you need to be. You are exactly experiencing what you need to experience. Not as a lesson, but as life. Then you have an opportunity to decide what it is you wish to do or share or be just to express your soul. So I wish for you one thing. Remove the word purpose from your vocabulary. Remove the word of I have a purpose, I am a purpose, I need to find my... Remove the word purpose. Take it away. And ask this question instead. How today can I express my soul? How in this moment can I express my soul, who I am? May that be through art, may that be through creativity, may that be through healing. It is, however, again, it can be as simple as a smile, a handshake, or a hug. How are you expressing your soul? Not your ego, not your thoughts, not who I think I should be, who society tells me to be, who my family tells me to be, not your mind, your soul. Our soul expression is different. So I hope that saying to you, forget purpose, move that aside, gives you freedom. Gives you freedom to know that you can sit back and relax, experience the moment, and find ways every day to express your soul, not your mind, your soul, connecting to the all that is that you are, connecting to that energy. And what you will find is that when you do that, you are on purpose. When you do that, you are exactly where you need to be. When you do that, your energy, your frequency will affect those that come into contact with you. When you vibrate from that space, that's when you make a difference. When you vibrate from that space, others vibrate with you. They move, they shift. That's a beautiful place to be. I encourage you, please ask, how today can I express my soul?
Purpose. When you are focused, children, on purpose, you are focused on transactions, you are focused on accomplishment, we would let you know, we would hope you to understand, there is no need to accomplish anything from the spiritual side. You are, as you have always been, as you will always be, source. You are whole, you are complete. The society of this planet has been arranged in such a way that it is backwards, because you are asked almost from the time your body is born, and by the way, we would say again to you, you are not your body, but have a body. But when your body is born, the programming begins that you are here to produce something, to be something, and you are not. You are here to be whatever you choose to be. It is within this beingness that soul expression begins to arise. Soul expression. To express your soul is nothing more to show your light. You have heard it over and over as well. Let your light shine. Let your light shine. This is what we say to you again. This is your expression. How do you show your soul to one another? What do you do as you express this sourceness of who you are? And there is, as has been said, no wrong way to do this. As a matter of fact, we would hope that you understand there is absolutely no possible way to live your life wrong. You may have, within this game, better and less productive ways both of living that life, but please hear that last word, productive. In the game is where production, where accomplishment seems to be real. This is how we measure success in the game, perhaps. Not us, but here on this planet. We measure your success by how much you love. That's it. That's all that Source cares about. It is unconditional love. It is unconditional acceptance. So as you look at an animal, as you look at another person, and please hear this, as you look at yourself, yes, as you look at yourself, how do you express yourself to yourself? How do you express this love, this acceptance, this deep knowing of yourself to yourself? Because this is where we see you struggling the most many times. It's easy to love your neighbor, or to love a dog, or to love a cat, or a bird, or a sound, or a song, or whatever. It seems very difficult for humanity to simply turn that mirror upon themselves and love themselves. We had the body host shift the meditation tonight to drop the energy from head to heart. This was done with intention because this is the journey you must all undertake moment by moment. Ego, head, heart, source. Can we say that any clearer? Ego, head, heart, source. Drop from ego to source. Many of you would say that is a rise, but we are talking in the physical body. When you are doing the Anukri heart breath, we would encourage you to see that breath beginning here within the heart, where you are centered within the temple of temple, the holy of holies within your own heart. And from there, express your soul. Do not listen to those who say, but you're not doing enough. You are doing enough. They just don't see. Open to your light. Open to your love, and let that express out around you all. This is soul expression.
Every day, we encourage you to stay connected, connected to who you are, connected to the higher realms, connected to your guidance. Every day we encourage you through meditation, through being present, to move yourself more and more towards remembering. We see you each, and we know how amazing you are, because we know that you are God, you are source, you are connected, but you forget. So the self-love that was mentioned is vitally important. It's important for you to understand that. Clear away the things that no longer serve you and move towards who you really are. Remember who you are all, who you have been. It is not about something new or gaining some information. It's truly about removing the layers so that you remember who you are. Because once you do, you are vibrating differently. Once you do, things work for you. Once you remember and connect again with who you really are, life changes for you. You're learning the game. You're seeing how to move through the levels of the video game of life. It is not difficult. Your mind, your ego makes it difficult. It does not need to be. Hold in your heart the knowledge of who you are, even if your head does not accept it. Just hear us. I am source. I am source. I am the ocean, not just a drop. And remember that. When you remember that and you hold that in your space through meditation, through being present, through all the things that you've been taught, you will find peace. Peace inside. Peace in your relationships with others. No longer do you have expectations for those around you, because you see them also as God. You see them also as source. So there comes a shift that takes place. And when this shift happens, you are more present to the experiences that you are having. You are more present to the people that are being brought into your sphere. And when you bring someone in and you connect with them, you are more present to be aware of where they are and how you and your energy is impacting them. Hold in your heart the knowledge of who you are. Hold in your heart the knowing that your energy ripples and affects those around you. Hold in your heart that you are connected. And then ask each day, ask in your life, how in my current situation, how in my current relationship, how in my current job, with my current friends, my current family, how can I express my soul? How can I hold the space and see each of them as love, see each of them as gods or goddesses, each of them as part of source? And how can I express my soul, my highest and highest? How do I express that in the situation you're currently in? What is interesting, and many of you know this, it just doesn't always register. And that is a phrase you've heard many times. What you resist persists. If you hate where you are, you will be stuck where you are. If you hate the situation you're in, you will be stuck in that situation until you no longer resist. Until you move to a space of love. You say, it's okay. I don't particularly like this situation, but if it does not change, I can change. And when it is time, when you are able to get to that place, you will find the situation will change. It will fall away. If you continue to fight and fight and fight, you're stuck in the fight. If you are able to let go, be the true you, the true source, the true connection, then you are able to see love from yourself, from your children, from your work, from your situation. You see why you're there. You see and understand the dynamics. You see it from a different point of view. When that happens, what is no longer needed falls away. what is no longer necessary or stuck to you. Yes, stuck to you. That is probably the best example. You have Velcro. That is the word I was just told. And it sticks. And that just stuck to you. May not be in your highest and best at the moment because you don't like it. Not to say that's not your highest and best, by the way. But you don't like it. But if you see the other being also as source, as God, you see the situation with love, even if it's not pleasant, it then falls away because you do not need it in your life anymore. You no longer are resisting. Go to your heart. Go to your heart. Don't worry about purpose or mission or whatever you wish to call it. Find how today can I express my soul, who I really am. How today can I do that? Through a smile, through a hug, through a kind word. How can I share that I know I am okay with others? Each day, ask yourself how to do that, and you will hear the guidance of how to express your soul in the world you live in for everyone's highest and best. And that is your purpose. That is why you are here. That is true connection.
And please know, all of you are already fulfilling your purpose. All of you are already expressing yourself. You are expressing your soul in every moment of every day. So this is a given that you are doing this. It is only that we are asking you to recognize how you are doing it and take the pressures that your ego puts on you, that it must be done in a certain way, in a certain time, and for a certain reward, because those are not real. You are doing this already. Simply recognize how you express your soul. Now, there is another very interesting thing that happens for you as you begin to move more and more into soul expression. As you encounter those stories from this body's life that you may call traumatic, you will discover that even the trauma itself was an experience, and it has only been your judgment of it that creates the pain that comes with it. Once you recognize it simply as the experience that your body had, that you as a soul were being asked to express through that moment and being asked to use that information to express more fully your soul now, then suddenly, miraculously, there is no more trauma for you. There is only a memory of something that happened to a body. That's it. Express your soul. Move into that heart space, children. Move into that heart space. For it is always there and it is always open. The other thing we would remind you about your heart space is as you move into this space, you will attract to you those others who resonate warmly with this space. And you will slowly forget, release all those that no longer play a role in your life. All those who have chosen to move on. All those you have chosen to move from. Move into the heart space. Move into the recognition, the remembrance of your essence. And the essence of who you are always has been and always will be love. But when we speak to you of love, we are not talking the ooey, the gooey, the ooh baby babies. We are talking to you. We are talking to you about that recognition that we are all one, that we are all here as different facets of one crystal. We are only the light coming out through that facet that we call I or me. The reality is we are the crystal itself. We are source. Remember this. Collapse into this and express yourself from this space. You will find that all is well. All is always well. Even when your ego says, it doesn't look like that. Trust. You are on your path. You can be on nothing but your path. And there is no wrong way to do it.
And so it is.